There, so today we have another special one. This is Vanilla Futurez.
Yes.
This is a collaboration with Other Half.
Other Half.
With,
Sold out of Other Half, yeah.
At Other Half, brewed at Other Half.
Yes.
This is in collaboration with Cloudwater, The Veil,
Trillium.
Monkish. You'd have a hard time finding a more hyped lineup.
Yeah, this is intercontinental hype.
Yeah, this is, like, if you name, like, the top 20 hype brewers in the world, like, you'd have a bunch of those names on there. This is a 14.3 Imperial Stout brewed with double vanilla and saffron.
Yeah, so this is the DDH version of a stout.
I have no clue what double vanilla means.
I think they said this is the most expensive per gallon beer that they've ever made.
Vanilla has greatly risen in price. I don't know exactly the reason, but that's what I hear from brewers. And then saffron is one of the most expensive spice in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys didn't know that. Yeah. Let's dig in. Beer is pitch black in color, pretty much. Yeah. Pitch black in color.
Yeah.
It has a dark brown head.
Nice tan. Yeah.
Yeah. A little bit of fluffiness to it. Builds a good head.
I want to see your reaction.
Let's get the aroma. Ooh. Oh wow, what does that smell like? I know that aroma.
So see, unfortunately for me, like I'm not that familiar with saffron by itself. I've had it in dishes, but not enough that I like know what it tastes like.
Yeah, I've never made a saffron tincture cooked with saffron before. I don't know the specific notes of saffron very well, unfortunate. But on the aroma, it is big rich amounts of cocoa, milk chocolate, chocolate bar. But then underneath there's
the sweetness of the vanilla makes itself present.
The flavor profile, I mean, nobody knows what I'm talking about, but it's Chinese cough syrup. It's something medicinal. It's something a little bit minty, a little bit tingly. When you drink it, when you have it, it's got a little tingle to it, but it's an herbaceous. You know what I'm talking about? You can smell it. It's on the back end of the aroma. It's this green.
Yeah, there is something to it that's beyond pastry.
Yes, yeah, for sure it's beyond pastry. It's got it's a light candied minty kind of flavor. It's you know what, it's got a little bit of exactly that thin mint.
Thin mint, okay. Right,
in the back
chocolate
end.
Covered mint.
Chocolate covered minty green profile.
Very specifically that mint.
A little bit of thin mint, Andes mint. Not strong, but it's got a little bit of menthol-y kind of thing going on. It's not pure mint, but
you think
if I communicate that vocabulary,
do you think it's maybe some of the booze coming through though and creating that sensation, or do you think it's
it's something
herbal
lightly green and herbaceous, but not quite mint, but a little bit green. If that makes sense.
Let's go for it.
What the fuck? So it follows on the palate pretty strong. It's got a heavy herbaceousness to it.
Yeah. With a lot of vanilla sweetness.
But it's not only vanilla.
No.
There's I expected this to be pure vanilla pastry bomb, but there's so much of this like greenish kind of like thing to it.
More or less zero booze at all for 14 whatever percent this is.
It's quite nimble. It's very nimble for 14.3. It has a nice coating mouthfeel, but it's not cloying. It has perceptions of bigger beers I can think of are 1050 and Founders Imperial and even something like Bourbon County with residual sweetness. This beer like is nice and like, you know,
almost thin.
Almost, I would not put it thin. I would say it's like medium to medium plus.
Really?
It's not full.
You think?
A little bougie on the back end. But yeah, this is like your, you know, 300-pound or like 280-pound football player that can run like what's a good number for 40 yard for them, like 4.9. I don't know the number. Some insanely fast football player, like some 14.3 big boy, but like nimble, runs.
It's interesting beer.
Interesting beer. The sweetness is complemented well by the vanilla qualities that linger on the back end. There is this base tone of greenness to it.
Maybe that's the saffron. Maybe that's what the saffron contributes to it.
It has a medicinal, slight herbaceous thing combined with a light kind of mentholy mint thing. That's the best way I can describe it. I wish I had better descriptors for you, but it's lightly minty, lightly mentholy, lightly. It's herbaceous. It tastes like traditional herby kind of qualities, like dried herbs, or less,
But it
Eastern
works.
medicine,
It
whatever.
really works. So it's not. I think a lot of the descriptors you use make it sound like it's like super overpowering and weird, but it's not. It's restrained. It's not like.
But it is
And I
one
don't
of
think
the
it
most
hits you
distinctive profiles of this beer.
It is. It is.
Yes.
But it's not. It's not like.
When I drink this beer, I don't think, oh man, that tastes like vanilla rye or fundamental observation
right.
or pastry stout. Like I think, oh yeah, well, it's got some flavors to it.
I think the caveat I'm offering is that it's not like. It's not one note in that sense though. It's like I think anyone who likes big vanilla stouts will like this a lot probably.
Just don't think of a double vanilla stout when you're coming in.
I still taste a ton of vanilla on here.
Come in thinking of something that's interesting, big, adjunctive.
And this is not that old. I mean, I deliberately wanted to open it because it's not that old. So
No, you would have got this like a month or two ago, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and as I wait, as it warms up, the little booziness comes in a little bit more. It's nice beer. Well done. I mean, it's not going to be too sweet for us. I think we're going to have a good time sipping on this, right?
Yeah.
So, what do you think of final impressions and rating?
This beer kind of makes me a believer in stouts again. I mean, it's like...
I'm still blown that this is 14.3. Like, oof.
Yeah, it's. I mean, I think for the ABV, it's like super drinkable.
I would have guessed 10, 5, 11.
It's phenomenal. It's really good, and I wonder if they're going to do any kind of barrel treatment to this. Though maybe not, considering the amount of adjuncts in here. Like maybe that would just ruin them. But
it'd be a super expensive conditioning on vanilla, super expensive saffron, then has to sit in barrels.
Yeah.
They're selling probably this bottle for like $50 if they could, right?
Yeah, I mean, this is actually surprisingly inexpensive considering what's in it. But I really like this beer. This is like I haven't had any of the big whale like stouts, so I don't know how this compares to some of those like marshmallow hangy and all that shit. But this is like
and German cake, chocolate cake. From
yeah. But to me, this is like wow, like this is an excellent example of a vanilla stout. Like I don't know, I like this. I like this as like a 97, 98. Like I like this a lot.
Yeah,
I really like this.
And
I don't really like stouts that much.
I like me some Imperial Stout. Though I'm a traditionalist, usually. I like my adjunct ones sometimes, but I very much like a really well done, simple Imperial Stout or a Bourbon County.
Mm-hmm.
This is a very good Imperial Stout with some flavors added to it. You know what? It's different enough that not enough people are playing with some herbaceous flavors in Imperial Stout. I'll give some credit. This is worthy to try. At least get it into your lexicon, get it into your palate, because I don't think I've ever had an Imperial Stout that tastes like this before in my life.
Yeah.
So let's go with a 95 on the 95. Sure. Until next time, guys. Cheers. Later.